Also looks good. Okay, it's good, right? Feel free to stop me if you feel my voice is not clear or the topics what I'm discussing is not clear. Feel free to just stop me. I try my best to give some good examples. Okay. Normally we can see implementers, administrators, and as I mentioned, end users. Okay. So normally you can see these three types of categories in the Workday world. So where we will fit after learning the course. Where we will fit after learning the course. So I would say you will fit all three. Okay, you will fit all three. How? First, let me explain what are the difference. Implementers means the team or a person who is responsible, understand the customer requirement, conduct a workshop, and ask questions, understand the customer's requirement, and do as is whether the requirement can be fit in Workday. If not, what is the alternative solutions and configuring, designing the processes. That is implementer. Who is administrator? Administrator means the team or a person who is initiating certain transactions. Of course, they can also access certain tasks and configurations also. Additionally, they can also initiate certain transaction, owning entire high process, owning entire change of domination, or owning entire compensation administrator, security administrator, staffing administrator. What does that mean? When the staffing administration means end to end of positions, jobs, everything is owned by staffing admin. When I say compensation admin means end to end is owned by end to end of compensation data. Creating the compensation plans, assigning the compensation plans, monitoring the compensation plans, processing the compensation plans. Means your salary, your allowances, your bonus, your one-time payment related transactions. Everything is owned by admin. Okay, so I'm just saying an example. There are multiple admins, benefit admin, payroll admin, staffing admin, organization admin, security admin, BP admin, business process. End users means the people are a person or a team who are exact utilizing this Workday application. Okay, for whom you are implemented. So when you say implementers here, you may heard about the partner companies like Accenture, IBM, KPMG, okay, etc. These are all implementation partners who is authorized with Workday to implement to implement Workday for their customers. Administrators means within the team. Let's say you are for instance, you are part of Accenture and you are implementing Workday for Walmart. Customer, we will call the Walmart as customer in Workday terms. So Walmart has their admins who is taking care of all this end-to-end employee transaction data. From the day one employee hired into the system, from the day one employee hired into the system till the employee has been terminated, okay, all the transaction will be taken care of these administrators. Okay, right. End users means the people exactly who utilizing this Workday. Okay, the people who exactly utilizing this Workday. So we are going to learn all these three. As an implementer, you are going to configure the requirement. As an administrator, you are going to initiate the transactions. Of course, not only transactions, configuring as well again. As an end user, you're gonna you're gonna update your personal information, change your photo, update your bank and payment details. All we are gonna update your photo, everything we are gonna perform. So basically, it is suitable for all. Okay, sir. Coming to your third question you asked, how is the tenant? Whatever I configured in every week, it is going to be deleting or removing. Let me tell you, there are multiple tenants we have in Workday. Production tenant, sandbox tenant, sandbox preview tenant, implementation tenant, customer central tenant. Okay? So each tenant has their own purpose as well. So basically, the example you gave, I'm configuring thing, it's waiving off in a week. So you might have accessing Workday either sandbox or if it is prior to June 24, you might have accessing shared tenant. Only in these two tenants, whatever the data you configured, every week, if it is a sandbox, every Friday night, Pacific time zone, whatever you configured will be removed. It's going to sync with the production. Whereas share tenant is a demonstration tenant Workday has given the open platform. Now it is no longer available actually up to June 24. That's why I mentioned June 24. Every Wednesday or Thursday, they will remove the data. But production tenant, review, implementation tenant, that is not the case. The data is accurate. Until you ask the Workday, they don't remove. So you are gonna get implementation tenant. The data will be refreshed every 6 months, not weekly nor monthly, every 6 months technically. However, if any customer raises a request, hey, I want to refresh, I want to implement a new module, or I want to sync my implementation tenant with the production tenant, so they can raise a request, Workday will refresh on demand as well. Did I answer your question, sir?
Yes, I got the answer.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Okay. Maybe since we had a good discussion, maybe allow me to walk through the course content also, please. And then definitely we'll spend some good amount of time to clarify your questions, all of your questions. Would that be fine with all? Okay. As I said, we're going to learn Workday techno-functional, of course, up to again your interest. If you're some people inclined to functional, some people inclined to integration, some people want to learn both. Depends. Okay. So I'm going to walk through the topics, what chapters we are going to be covered. Feel free to stop me, ask me questions if you're not clear. Don't hesitate. It's a simple question and all. Even it's a question, simple question, it's a question. I'm happy to help. Post walking through the, once I walk through this course content, I will also talk about the logistics. Tenant, what data we're going to help you, how we're going to help you for your interview preparations or resume reviews. So I will help you that. And after, if you have any questions, I'm happy to help. Okay. With that, let's start our demo session today. Actually, every time I would like to start from Workday architecture on Workday architecture onwards. I don't want to start the topic today in the sense in demo, because some of you might be new to HR, some of you might be already in HR, some of you might be SAP, PeopleSoft or Oracle, or might be Workday too, or someone might be other technology they want to move to Workday. I don't want to get confused by talking more technical. So I try to be I discuss very simple topics. Okay. So actually there is a session called Workday Deployment Methodology. Workday Deployment Methodology, a 2-hour session, where we are going to discuss in detail about what is Workday architecture, what is Workday deployment methodology, what are the stages, project planning, configuring, prototyping, configuring, testing, UAT, deployment, post-production support activities, what tools we will use during project implementation, what tools we will use post-project implementation in the support projects, how to manage, maintain the tenant, what are the roles and responsibility of the consultants or a engagement manager or a business analyst or a customer or a workday in the project. Okay. And what are the audit reports will run to ensure the quality of configuration is accurate? We're going to discuss in the 2-hour session. Not only that, every 6 months, Workday will release new features. It's very similar to, let's say, so currently the iPhone 15, right? Yeah, iPhone 15, September 2024, iPhone is going to release iPhone 16. Again, 2026, they may release 17. Thereafter, 18. So on, so on, so on. Why they're releasing iPhones like this? Because they may add new features, new designs, new look and feel. Okay, more advanced features also they might add, including operating system. Similar to that, Workday will release two updates, friends. Okay, Workday will release two updates every year. Every year, two updates. One update will release in the month of between Feb or March. Another update Workday will release, okay, in the month of August or September. Mostly February and September. February and September, Workday will release the updates. This is also same to iPhone as an example. It is not only iPhone, even Samsung also they're updating. Most of the mobiles they will give new updates feature. Same design and platform here as well. Every year, Workday will release two updates. One update in the month of February, another update in the month of September. Of course, we have to do some preparation prior to February and September. Preparation in the sense getting tenant ready, and we might be excited to see what features Workday is giving, etc. So, two types of updates we have: automatic updates, manual updates. Okay, another one recently Workday hasn't released professional services. These three types of updates Workday will release on every 6 months. So based on our requirement, we need to review which updates you want to implement, which updates you don't want to, so we can take a call. Of course, one more point catch here. Automatic updates, you cannot stop. No one can stop. In fact, that's a service level agreement between Workday and the customer. If Workday is releasing automatic updates, everyone has to accept because Workday wants globally all their customers on the same page. For instance, can someone tell me what is the current update, current Workday feature name? Anyone? Any guess? What is the current Workday update we have? Or let's say current version of Workday.
Workday 15.
Workday 50. Okay.
50.
50. Okay. So
No,
till
15.
1 5.
15 R1.
Oh, okay. You're saying, okay. So maybe my request is that don't call 151. You can say 2015 R1. Oh, okay. The
Ah,
reason is, okay. I will give an example also why we are not. Earlier, friends, what Workday has given the name as Workday 12, Workday 13. Okay. Till 2020. I mean, 2020. Yeah, 2020. The last one they call it as Workday 33. 2020 onwards. Sorry, 2019 September they gave Workday 33. 2019 September Workday 33. 2020 onwards they change the nomenclature, naming. They change the name. What they're saying. For example, let's say in current year, Workday 2024 or 1,
R1.
right? WD stands for Workday, 2024 stands for year, R1 stands for release 1. Release 1. In the month of February, they released 2024, Feb, they released. Now, September, where very soon we're going to get the update. What it is, how we will call it. This update we're going to get in the month of September.
Workday R2.
Workday 2024 or
2.
2. Release 2. So current update, if someone asks you what is the current version of the Workday, this one. The same question if they ask in the month of September onwards, our answer will be this one. If the same question if they ask in 2025, Workday 2025 R1, like that it is. So the nomenclature has changed, friends. So now WD 2024 R1 is the current version. Okay. So we're going to learn all this. What is our job in the release management? Nowadays, release management itself a project, 2 months project. So what is our job in the release management? How to assess the features and how to identify value added features, how to generate the what's new Workday report. So we're going to learn this also along with the Workday deployment methodology. Along with that, testing strategy also we will learn. Okay, so that 2 hour session is more into technical and descriptive. So that we're going to learn in detail. Okay, so now quickly, I'm going to start our, I'll walk to the course. So first thing, what we are going to learn? We're going to learn Workday Core HR. Why Workday Core HR? Because Workday Core HR is a fundamental. If someone directly came to me, hey Kiran, I want to learn Workday Payroll. I don't want to learn Workday Core HR. Of course, you can learn. But Workday strongly recommends anyone wants to learn integrations, anyone wants to learn advanced models, first learn Workday Core HR. Why? Because the employee master data is maintained in the HCM, HR, Workday Core HR, Workday Core HR. Okay, that's why if you want to learn advanced module, you must learn first this module. You must learn where to find the employee details. Okay, so that's why Workday Core HR is the foundation and fundamental modules. So what we are going to learn here? First, we'll learn core concepts and navigational basics. Means how to log into Workday tenant, what features we have on the Workday landing page or home screen, how to search for a task, how to create a data, how to edit and modify the data, what is the menu we have, what are the other features we have like inbox or to take the action items or notifications, or how to change the Workday logo on the landing page. What are the sections we have on the Workday landing page? Like Teams highlight. Okay, Teams highlight, Workday assistant. And also we have a few more feature list of audit reports, favorites, Workday Drive. So all these features are available. So first we'll try to explore how to log into Workday, what features we have in Workday, how these features are going to be helpful in our day-to-day HR configurations and practices. Okay, in simple navigations. And then after, we'll start our first chapter here, which is organizations in Workday. What is organizations? In Workday, we have 11 organizations are available, friends. In fact, including business unit, it is 12, but technically 11 organizations. What are those organizations? Supervisor organization, center, cost center hierarchy, region, region hierarchy, location hierarchy, matrix organization, custom organization, company, company hierarchy, pay group, plus business unit, total 12. Do you need to learn all these organizations? As an implementer or a consultant, of course, yes, you must learn all these organizations. But it may not require you need to configure this to all of your customers. Okay, all customers may not require all these organizations. So, but as a consultant, we should know, right? So we have to understand the requirement and you to define the scope. Okay, whether all the organizations are required or only specific organizations are required. Correct. So we're going to learn all these organizations. Since organizations means friends, hiring an employee into organization. For example, Kiran, project manager. Kiran's position is project manager. Where is Kiran? Kiran is part of IT department. Department will call it a supervisor organization. IT department, okay. Which company? XYZ company. How Kiran gets salary? From which cost center? From the cost center. So all these organizations are required in order to hire an employee. Okay. So in which we will learn how to get a supervisor organization, how to create a subordinate supervisor organization, how to divide a supervisory organization, how to inactivate a supervisory organization if you think that organization not required in future, how to remove the organization from the hierarchy and bring the organization back to the hierarchy. Okay, how to assign a superior organization in the hierarchy. We are going to learn that. In simple, managing, organizing organizations. Then after additional organization types and hierarchies, just now we discussed 12 organizations or 11 organizations we have. All these organizations we are going to learn. And then organization assignments, change organization assignments. After configuration, we are going to assign this organization on the supervisory for reporting purpose and also to default on position and work there. Okay, this is a high level intro, guys. Don't worry. We'll do a deep dive while we start our session. Then after, we will learn staffing models. once we complete this chapter, staffing model. So what is staffing models? If you want to hire an employee, where you want to hire? In IT department. IT department is okay. Where you want to hire? Which position? Manager, senior manager, assistant manager, consultant. So these positions or jobs we will configure in the staffing models. First, we'll have an overview of staffing models. What are the different types of staffing models we have? What are the limitations we have in these two types of staffing models? And what are the key differences between the two types of staffing models? What are the two types of staffing models? Position management, job management. Position management is recommended for more control, whereas job management is recommended for more flexibility. So two types of staffing models we have. So we are going to first we'll have overview. And then how to set the hiring restrictions. What is the prerequisite? Before that, what is hiring restrictions? For example, you are an administrator or implementer, someone told you create a position. So okay, you're going to create a position. What data we need in order to create a position? What is the position title? Is it a manager, senior manager, assistant manager? When you want this position in your system, when you are planning to hire an employee into this position, is this position for employee or contractor or contingent? Is this position for regular, casual, or intern? Is this position you're asking me to create is a full time or a part time? Where this position is going to be work? Location. Okay. How many hours the person who is going to hire in this position is going to be work? Scheduled weekly hours. What qualifications you need for this employee in this position? What skills, languages you need for this position? All consolidated, we will call it as hiring restrictions. We will gonna learn. Then differentiating staffing models. The difference, key difference between position management and job management. And then after, I will come up with a simple case study. So we all will go through the requirement and will suggest or recommend which staffing model is suitable. Post configuration, what we do is what we will do is we will go through this. One of the requirement I will present to everyone. We'll try to understand the requirement and we'll just recall what we learned last two sessions on staffing and which staffing model is suitable for the requirement. That help us to understand, analyze the requirement and design the solution for the requirement. Okay. Then after we'll talk about jobs and positions. So very simple chapter. So in this chapter, we are going to learn job profiles, job families, job family groups. In Workday, job profiles are mandatory, friends. Without this, we cannot complete a hire. Job families, job family groups are optional. You can create or you can ignore, there is no harm. Whereas job profile is mandatory. Why? Because it holds positions additional key information. What is that? This position is pay rate is hourly or salary. What is the management level? What is the job classification? Whether a shift required for the person who is hiring in this position. All the data will give in the job profile and assign the job profile to position and hire an employee into the position. Okay. Job families, job family groups, we are going to create though it is optional because it may require for advanced modules to group employees. Okay, like grouping all executive employees into one job family, grouping all management employees into one family, or grouping all HR department people into one job family for that purpose. Then after, we will also create positions and jobs. Positions and jobs. How to create a position, what data we need from the customer, how to create a job, what is the difference between position and job. Not only that, how to freeze a position, how to close a position. For example, a customer asked you, I'm planning to hire two people, so please do create two positions. One is sales manager, one is marketing manager. So you asked all the details, hiring restrictions, everything you created. Later, the manager said, hey, I don't have budget to hire an employee into the sales manager. Maybe in the next quarter, we may get the budget. until I'm not gonna hire any employee into the position. In this scenario, instead of keep the position open, freeze the position. Freeze means temporarily holding the position not available for hire. Temporarily, we're holding the position which is not available for hire. Once budget is released, or you find the suitable employee, release the position, means unfreeze the position so that the position is available for hire now. That is also we're going to perform. Sometimes, so see, requirement never be constant, right? So requirement is never be constant. No one can predict as well. We will forecast. This is the demand. These many positions we need. Later, the demand may change. So in such scenario, assume the same example. I'm saying two positions you created. Later, customer decided they want to go with one position. They don't want to go with another position. So you don't want the position at all. So what you can do? Close the position. Close the position permanently so that the position no longer available for hire. That is also possible. Temporarily, you can hold the position due to budget issues or resource issue. Permanently close the position also possible. Okay. So we're going to learn that. Then after compensation. So compensation plays a key role in entire model, friends. Why I'm saying that? First, we'll have a compensation overview. In that overview, what are the dependency on the compensation? What are the business processes associated with the compensation? What are the types of compensation? What are the compensation components we have? We're going to discuss. Compensation may have dependence on benefits, payroll, performance, even recruitment. Means if you are a compensation administrator or a consultant or even implementer, then four teams maybe reach out to you because their models also depends on your compensation. So they need your help and support to configure. We'll discuss some examples in our real-time classes with real-time examples. So here first we'll have overview of compensation and then compensation components. Okay, so what is compensation components? Compensation grade, grade profile, salary plan, hourly plan, period salary plan, unit salary plan, allowance plans like amount-based allowance, percentage-based allowance, unit-based allowance, calculator plan, commission plan, one-time payment plans, again, amount-based one-time payment, percentage-based one-time payment. Compensation element group, compensation package. All these are all called around 17. We will call it as compensation components. End-to-end compensation we are going to learn. Okay, basic to advanced. Then compensation segmentation security. What is that? For example, you are a compensation consultant. A recruiter reached out to you. A recruiter has told me, hey, I want a joining bonus plan. Can you create a joining bonus plan effective of 1/1/2024? Minimum is $1,000. Maximum we can pay up to $10,000. And no override. So the recruiter hiring an employee, they want to give a joining bonus somewhere between 1,000 to 10,000. Okay, well and good. But the plan must be visible, accessible, assignable by only the recruiter. Example, compensation consultant is there, compensation admin is there, recruitment admin is there, HR admin is there. Three types of people are there. Who is onboarding the employee? Recruiter. Who has to assign the one-time payment? Recruiter. So you need to allow recruiter to see this or recruitment admin to see the one-time payment or joining bonus, whereas HR admin, comp admin should not view this plan. You have to restrict it. That we can achieve with the help of segmentation security. Means some people can see, some people cannot see. Then compensation eligibility rules. Identifying the right employee for right compensation. What it is mean by? Assume you have three group of people. Executive members who will take the decisions. Management members who will implement the executives' decisions. Sorry, who will manage and monitor the executive decisions. Non-management members who actually execute the decisions or work for the decisions. Three types of groups: executive, management, non-management. Let's say there is an allowance plan called car allowance. And the ask is, this car allowance eligible only executive. Management is not eligible, non-management is not eligible. How do you restrict? Means you hire executive, that car allowance plan should be available to assign. Whereas you hire a management and non-management, the car allowance plan should not be available to assign. Similarly, if you promote a manager to the executive, the car allowance automatically should default because person moved to the executive level. This we can achieve control with the help of compensation eligibility rules. Advantage of compensation eligibility rules is if you know how to get eligibility rules, you are able to get eligibility rules across all other modules in Workday. We are gonna learn. Then compensation reports. So compensation reports are required for certain decisions. How much salaries we are paying, when we have increased the latest salary for employees, who has not received the latest salary increase, some decisions like that, or audit reports, whether the compensation configuration, what you have configured is accurate or not. Okay, all the eligibility rules are working or not. So we can run certain audit reports to make sure the compensation is working as expected. So we're going to learn here, because we'll test as well. Then, maybe allow me to complete. I can take the questions. Sorry. Then security groups. Security groups means in Workday we have two types of security groups, guys. One security group is called domain-based security group. Another one is business process security policies. What is the difference? Let's talk about domain-based security group first. Domain-based security group means hide the data, view or modify the data. You can allow some person to do that. For example, a manager not supposed to allow or not supposed to view subordinates data of birth. Report is data of birth because it's sensitive information. Manager also not allowed to see. So means you need to hide the data of birth from the manager. Similarly, HR admin can see the employee data of birth, can also modify the data of birth if required. Means one group you are restricted not to view, another group you are allowing to view and modify. This we can achieve with the help of domain-based security group. What is business for security policies? The second group. For example, I have raised a leave request, time of request. Excuse me. Time of request 3 days in the workday. What happens? The step will goes to my manager. Now my manager can approve my leave, deny my leave, cancel my leave, or send the request back to me and ask me, hey Kiran, I can't approve 3 days. I can approve 2 days. Please correct the leave and send the request back. So if you see here, a manager can approve the leave, deny the leave, send the request back to the person and approve again. These are nothing but business process security policies where a person is allowed to approve, review, deny, cancel. Okay, so we will see all those, and also we'll talk about security group types, configurable security, what are the different types of functional areas, securable items, and security policies. Okay, then we'll talk about business processes called workflows. What are workflows? A sequence of steps will trigger one after another in a sequential order. Hire, termination, create position, promotions, change jobs, etc. So first we'll have an overview of business process. What is meant by business process? How to copy a business process? Limitations, common mistakes a consultant will do in the business process, where you can view the list of business process delivered by Workday or copied by you to your supervised organization. Then we'll talk about business process framework, like how to add a step row, how to remove a step row, how to design the order, parallel step inbox order, and then different types, groups, all, due date is based on effective date, and restrict manually advance step as completion. These are all called business process framework features. We're going to learn each and every feature. Thereafter, we'll also explore business process configurations, options. These are the name itself say options. It is not mandatory we need to, but different customers may have different requirements. Being a consultant, we should learn, right? So we're going to learn all these configuration options, including action, review documents, approval, consult approval, approval chain, to do, service, etc. And thereafter, we'll also learn business process functionality, how the business process works, how the business process will trigger one after another. Okay, where you can see the entire process, full process record, where you can access for a worker or a position, and how to include other business processes, sub-process, followed by testing. We will learn here. And then after, we'll go to the transactions in Workday. So what is that? So far what you did is set up configurations. Now you're placing employees, means hiring an employee. So here, how to create an applicant or a pre-hire data, how to initiate a hire process, what are the do's and don'ts during hire process, and what are the common mistakes a consultant will do during hire process, what reports we need to run to ensure the quality of hiring. And then, of course, sometimes you will hire an employee, later employee said employee is not joining, a later employee may say I will join next month, not today. How to manage those? Also, we're going to talk about. And then staffing movements. You can also call it a change of process. Promotions, transfers, relocations, demotions. If you promote an employee, employee position will be changed, employee reporting manager will be changed, employee organizations will be changed, employee compensation will be changed, employee roles also might be changed. Employee roles and responsibility also might be changed, right? So how to include or trigger all these steps together during change of process? A consolidated change of template. We are going to learn. Okay. And then terminations. What is meant by termination or separation process? Okay. And how to configure. Is it package? Why I'm calling termination package? Because we need to configure certain steps. For example, voluntary, involuntary termination reasons. So when you terminate an employee, what is the reason? Employee him or herself want to leave the organization, or company itself asks the employee to leave the organization. So we need to configure it. Also, local termination reasons, country-specific termination reasons also will configure. Means if you terminate an employee in USA, then only the reason should be available to assign. If you terminate an employee in India, the reason should not be available to assign. So how to restrict and control. Thereafter, notice period eligibility rules. Maintain notice period. How to process severance payment through a one-time payment to an employee. How to restrict the one-time payment should trigger only if the employee terminating with a voluntary termination reason or certain years of service conditions. Also, we are gonna learn. Apart from that, we are also going to be learn advanced business process configuration options, which includes create condition rule, maintain condition rule, maintain step delay, how to create notifications, system-based custom notifications, business process view diagram, and then how to override the step label. I mean business process step label, how to add a help text, conditional notification, how to complete the business process step. We're gonna learn, including audit reports of business process. Okay, so this is what we're gonna learn. Apart from this, we will also learn about advanced business process events. Though you're implementer, a consultant, or end user, we are humans at the end. We may also do some mistakes, right? Not intentionally. Sometimes it happens accidentally. In such scenario, how to handle such transactions? In the production, you did some mistake. How to correct it? What options Workday has been given? Like correct an event, cancel an event, resign an event, mass cancels, mass resign, reassign if the person is not able to take the action or terminated and steps are awaiting from the inbox, manage business process manually for a worker who left the position or terminated. Okay, mass advanced business process. These are all 6 points or 7 points which discussed. These are really helpful in our day-to-day HR practice. We're going to learn those as well. Let me take a pause before we move on to the integration part and see if you guys have any questions. Anyone have any questions on this Workday core HR concepts? And friends, I explained high level. Okay. Once we start right, each chapter we will gonna do a deep dive. Yeah. Anyone have any questions I can help?
Yeah, hi Kiran, my name is Ram.
Hi sir, please tell.
Yeah, Kiran, initial 15 minutes I missed your intro. So just I want to know something about the workday. So also, how is the Indian market for workday consultant for functional and the core integration consultants and techno?
Definitely. Certainly, sir. I will help you that. Before that, maybe so is it fine if I can park your question for just 1 or 2 minutes? I will see if our friends have any question on this, and then I will
Sure.
pick up. Would that be fine? Yeah, thank you. So,
Okay.
friends, anyone have any questions on these chapters we discussed,
Hi Kiran.
or any examples I can give
Hello
you?
Kiran.
Yeah.
I am from Oracle Financial Cloud background.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it required to learn HCM, core HCM?
Okay. Interesting question. So again, similar to our friend asked just before. Maybe let me take that question.
Okay.
Okay,
I am.
sir. First thing,
I'm, okay.
yeah,
Tell
go
me.
on, go on, go on, go on. Sorry, go.
Yeah, I am going to learn Oracle Workday Finance.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, Workday Finance is it's like both has their own demand, sir. So
Okay.
since I'm saying Workday, Workday also has Workday Financials. Slowly, customers are moving into Workday Financials.
Okay.
So, so that I'm seeing now. But Workday HCM is penetrated into the market well. So learning this one or that one is up to your choice. Okay. So maybe I will, as a friend, what I suggest is compare the opportunities. Go to
Okay.
LinkedIn, go to job portal, put the filter on whatever Oracle Finance. See the number of openings. See the companies also because that is also important. See those positions are contractors are full time. Compare with Workday HR. I'm 100% sure you can see more on Workday side only. Okay. I don't want to say that but I'm confident. But you compare that. You compare that. If you ask me, hey, Kiran, you are saying these topics, is it hard to learn? No, very easy to learn. That's how Workday has designed this product. Okay, it's very
May I know
designed, well designed. Hmm.
the Workday Finance course is covered in this course?
No, sir, that's a separate one. Even I am
Yeah.
not a Workday financial guy. There
Yeah.
might be a
Yeah.
different consultant can help you. You can reach out to organizer if finance required.
Okay.
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 So going back to one of our friends' question, sir, demand in India or in other countries, Workday has very good demand compared
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
other jobs. Okay. And moreover, entry level jobs are few. I don't want to comment on entry, very few. Here you have to show some experience. How it is, you can reach out to organizer, he can help. They have members too. Okay. Minimum, minimum basically two would be really helpful. If anyone is fresher, very few opportunities in the market. Okay. Then
Okay.
the pay also super good and the opportunities are very good. I can see this is the only as of I know because I'm there in the IT world 13 years. During Corona time also sustained a product where the
Yes.
job graph is still keep increasing, not falling. And it's still increasing. Why it is? The reason is I was SAP consultant prior to Workday. Okay. If someone wants to go for SAP, maybe most of you might be also someone might be from this group from SAP. Only the larger customer can implement SAP, considering the cost, revenue generation, return on investment. How Workday is designed is 100 employees also you have, you can implement Workday. 1 million employees also you have, you can implement Workday. So large scale, mid scale, small scale. It is suitable for all the customers. That's where the job opportunities are keep increasing, not falling at this moment. So opportunities are good. Again, disclaimer, kindly don't go with my words. Go to the LinkedIn or the job portal based on your country. So if you're from Europe or US, you might have Indeed is the finest one. So I'm from India. Naukri is my dependent. You'll check most in Naukri. Our common thing is LinkedIn. I can see more in LinkedIn. You can see that. Okay. Every day. Just subscribe the Workday job opportunities based on your country and see how many emails you will get on daily basis. Opportunities on daily basis. So that
Yeah,
you
Kiran,
will
small.
yeah.
Sorry for the interrupt.
No
So I
worries.
have one more question. So
Mhm.
actually, the most of the I mean, recruiters or HR, they are primary call only. They are asking the do you certified or not.
Correct.
This is the majorly problem.
Okay. Sir, may I know you are from which country?
So I am from India, Hyderabad, located in Hyderabad.
India, Hyderabad. Okay. Now, still people are asking Workday
And
certification.
one more, I have to
Yeah.
clear. So
Yeah.
I've been into HR recruitment more than 10 years.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, sir. Sir, as per of my knowledge, till 2015, certification is mandatory. Without that, very, very few opportunities. What happened 2016? 2015, why I'm saying that particular year is only the implementation partners like Accenture, Deloitte, KPMG, IBM, Tata Watson, Alight. Alight, at least after 2015, only they're active. Even IBM also. Okay.
Hmm.
Only these companies have authorized to implement Workday. So they always look for certified people, or they'll hire the people who are already trained and get them certified.
Yes.
2015-16 onward, things changed. How each customer developing their own team. When you're applying a job for a customer side, like a Qualcomm, Walmart, Apple,
TCS,
okay,
Capgemini.
okay, yeah. TCS, Infosys also they don't. I mean, I guess service companies, these two, right? So,
Yes.
or BP, British Petroleum. This all majority of people they have worked there. Even all investment companies they have worked there. Any investment company you said they have worked there. All big four companies they are also bringing work there. Already PwC has been started. Accenture has a service company again. This okay. So opportunities are good, sir. In whenever you're applying a job for customer, they don't bother for a certification. Only skill is required. How good we will do in the interview and how good you will give the confidence to your hiring manager. Similarly, this is my word. You can check since we are talking about companies. CTS recently they're authorized to they become implementer. They're still hiring in non-certified people. CTS, sorry, Cognizant Services. TCS, Infosys, okay? Other mid-level companies, service-based companies, they're also taking employees who are not certified. All product-based companies, they don't bother about certifications, okay? So there's a demand for certification prior, but not longer. And again, so maybe you are giving training, you are saying this word. No, I'm giving honestly. Again, go through the job portal. See they might have given the disclaimer, right? They might have
Yes,
added
we
a
have
word
plenty of. Sir,
certificate
sir,
might
one
be
minute.
added advantage, but not mandatory. Okay, so maybe review that everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, we have plenty opportunities in India country also, but the thing is, the majorly they are focusing on either integration side or functional side. But certification is initial call only. They are screening the CVs.
Yeah,
So certification is
they
mandatory.
may ask, but yeah, we will discuss
Is
like
there
how
any other
to.
way to get the certified? My
No,
question.
sir. No. There are only two ways to get certified. One is you should be with the implementation partner. Second is you should be hire into a customer. Customer may give you a pro certification. If that is also not sponsoring anyone, the reason is each certification costs 3 to 4 lakhs. There are
Right.
certifications 3 to 5 lakhs. No one is ready to spend that much money first. Okay. So that the skill we have, we can sustain. But check the things. Yeah. But thanks for bringing these two questions for both of you. Coming to maybe I'll take a minute. I will explain about logistics because some of the people message me to strictly move out in another few minutes. Logistics, what we are going to provide as part of this training. So, friends, we are going to provide day-to-day recordings. If you have a session, the recording will be available immediately to you so that you can go through the recording. and we don't give download permissions, but you can run the recording anytime, 24/7, lifetime. Question: why you are not giving download? People are loading into the YouTube for their views. Sorry for that. And when they load, right, it happened before. That's why openly I'm saying. When they load, right, they can see your name, they can see my name, they can listen our conversation. So we have to maintain the privacy, not to happen such. That's where we're not given download access. But lifetime the recordings will be available. Second thing, session notes. Each chapter, for example, I pick this topic, I will come up with the session notes. Glossary. It has a key highlights, helpful for handy interview preparations, etc. Those documents you will receive for each chapter, each topic, in fact. After that, we will also give you Workday material. Anyone would like to explore Workday material for each chapter also will be provided. Apart from that, I will also provide practice document. Means if I complete this chapter, I will give you a requirement document, mid to complex range. Expectations, you have to practice. You need to understand the requirement, go through the requirement, go through our previous recordings, understand the requirement, how I have configured based on you need to decode the requirement and configure in the tenant. And while you configure, if you run into any challenges or if you need my help to troubleshoot, I'm happy to assist. That's how we will learn. Okay. And while I'm demonstrating the session as well, we'll go with 3-step process. First, understand the concept. Second, I will come up with a real-time data. So based on the data, we'll configure in the system. Third, test the data. What are you have configured? It is working or not. Okay, that's how we'll present. Apart from that, every 3 chapters if we complete, for instance, I completed these 3 chapters in week or 2 weeks. Okay, I will come up with 30 questions. 30 questions without answers. I'll walk through those questions. Expectations, you have to give answer. Why? It help you to analyze, recollect what we learned in our sessions. For your interview preparations, it will help you, and it will help you to recollect before we move on to the new topic. Okay, that's how we will go. And after that, 150 interview questions also will be provided. Again, I'm not giving with answers, so I can give answers. The problem is if I give answer is everyone will go with one word answer. In interview, that doesn't help you. One word answer doesn't help you. You need to explain the process, how to navigate to the task, how to navigate to the future, how you create a spreadsheet template to validate the results, something like that. That's the reason I'm not giving answers. However, at the end, if you ask me, hey, Kiran, I'm not able to crack it, I can give the key. I can give the key. So first itself, I'm not giving. So you need to explore in the system for the 150 questions. This is how we are going to learn. And overall, to complete this training for core HR, I might require 24 to 28 sessions. Okay. So this is, and including HCM and integration, 40 sessions we need. 24 for functional, 14 for integration. I mean 16, 15, 16 for integrations. Okay, quickly, I will also go through the integrations. Maybe some of you might interested, and then I will, we can spend some time on queries. So integration will start from
I have,
reporting.
I have one more question.
Please go on. Yeah.
In this, you have told around 24 to 28 sessions for the core HR and 16
Yes,
for
sir.
the integration, right? So for
Right,
that,
sir.
will you give a tenant access or which tenant access will be given?
Good one.
Implementation tenant
Thank you.
access
Thank
will
you.
be given for this?
Yeah. Thank you for bringing that question. I'm sorry I didn't highlight that. Yes, you'll get the implementation tenant access where it won't refresh continuously, at least not in a weekly basis. And the tenant will be provided until the training is completed. However, I request here myself and my organizer have a line. Tenant, he is the responsible. Any questions on the tenant, the number of days, anything, or any challenges, feel free to ask with the person whom you got the link, sir. But you will get the tenant, that is implementation tenant. Okay, we have multiple vendors to secure the tenant. Yeah. Okay, shall I continue with the reporting?
Sir, one more question.
Yes,
Ram,
sir.
do you provide any like live project or real time project?
Oh, yeah, of course, sir. So, post completion of this training, let's say we completed these chapters. Okay, I'm going to give two projects.
Okay.
Two projects I'll give. One is Workday certification exam. One is
Okay.
Workday certification exam. What really they will give, that one I'm going to give you. Another one is my requirement, my project requirement. So these two you can create. And of course, after completing, I will give week or 2 weeks of time. You guys play around with the requirement, and I'm happy to review if you would like to. And resumes also will be shared by the organizer. Based on that, you can build your resume. We will review that.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So integration starts from reporting, friends. So reporting in the sense, so far you are doing configurations. Later, we need reporting, right? Why do we need reporting? Decision making. How many employees has been hired? How many employees has been terminated? How many employees has leaving the organization due to harassment as a reason? How many employees are leaving the organization due to compensation is underpay? So you need to correct. Organization itself has to correct. Correct. So all the employees, if they move, what executive people will do? So they need to take certain decisions. Based on what? Based on the data. The data we can fetch with the help of reports. So here we are going to learn report writer overview, see how to develop a simple report and how to convert a simple report to advanced report. What are calculated fields we can, different types of cal fields we need. So let me stop here for a second. 33,000 fields, report fields Workday has been given. In fact, 33,000 plus fields. Sometimes what happens, the customer's requirement, these fields may not be suitable. Then how? We cannot say no, right? You have to achieve alternatively. With the help of calculated fields, you can do that. Wherever you realize there is no delivered field, you can create a cal field for that. Means a custom field, friends. So we're going to learn different types of calculated fields for different types of requirements, each and every scenario. Then after aggregations based on primary business object, what is primary business object, what is secondary business object, what is related business object, where the data is saving, how we are going to hit the RBO or PBO or secondary business object to get the data. What is data source? We're going to learn data source, security, and report field security. Each 33,000 fields I told, right? Each field you can control. Don't want to allow anyone to view certain field, you can control. Example, date of birth itself. Okay. Then how to schedule a report, how to run a report manually, how to configure matrix reports. We're gonna learn how to share a report to any specific group of people or specific user, how to make the report run itself on the Workday landing page with the help of Worklet, how to convert a report as a Worklet also we will learn. Then after connectors. Here we're going to take one example of the business object as a worker. Connectors means, let's say core HR you have in Workday, compensation you have in Workday, payroll is happening with other vendor, benefits are happening with other provider. You need to exchange the information between the provider to Workday, payroll vendor to Workday. So you need integration here. You need a tool here to exchange the data. That is connectors. Here we will learn integration architecture overview, integration cloud connect, integration templates, core connector business object as a worker, integration services in core connector, change detection, typo, I'm sorry, it's not detection guys, it's detection. Example, I don't want to send the terminated employees data to the ADP to process the payroll. System has to hold the terminated employees. Okay, so some logic we can do, create. How to create integration business process, how to trigger an integration, how to set a encrypt the files, how to send the data to the SFTPs. Okay, we will learn that as well. Then after inbound EIB, EIB stands for Enterprise Interface Builder. Repeating again, Enterprise Interface Builder. Here we learn What is EIB overview? What is the EIB design pattern? What is the EIB limitations we have in Workday? How to send a report through a EIB called report as a service? How to send an EIB through an outbound integration called through a web service, or put the data or get the data. Get the data means bring the data into Workday. Put the data means put the data into Workday. Example, inbound EIB. Then what is the difference between inbound and outbound EIB? Outbound EIB means sending any data from outside of Workday, from Workday to the third party, whereas inbound means you can load data into Workday. Example, you want to increase salary for 1,000 employees. You want to terminate 500 employees. You want to hire 10,000 employees. You want to create 8,000 positions. You want to create a brand new compensation plans. So is it possible 8,000 transactions to do manually? No. There, this inbound EIB will be helpful. How to do a customer report transformation, CRT, and EIB features. How to load a customer transactional data into Workday by using inbound EIB, validating, loading, preparing the files, attaching and loading. And if you run into an error, how to troubleshoot also, we are going to learn. This is about integrations. Okay. So advanced modules, I said, right? Similarly, integration also, we have advanced integrations, guys. That is Studio, Pesci. Those are advanced integrations. Okay. So if anyone also interested, after post learning these integrations, you can learn advanced. That is not mandatory how to learn. These are more than enough to get into the market. If anyone have passion to explore Workday more, you can give it a try.
So once we completed this integration and functional, so basically we call techno-functional, right, sir?
Exactly, sir. Sir, actually, reporting itself, we have opportunities as well. Forget about functional integration. Of course, functional is mandatory for reporting also, or else how we can bring the data. Reporting itself has job opportunities, sir. CC connectors also has opportunities. Multiple masks. If it is a big company, this is a huge task for us. Everyday loading data loading job. This is also have opportunities. Okay, learning all will definitely value wait for your resume.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Kiran,
Yes, ma'am.
uh, um, along with this core HCM, do we need to learn any other module, or alone core HCM will get the opportunities?
Okay, ma'am. Coming to that, see, learning advanced module 100% will helpful. Would be benefit, because here we're learning compensation. Learning benefit is like a rewards, correct? Both together, or combination of absence, core HR, or combination of if anyone have already payroll knowledge in any other of the tools or domain knowledge, Workday payroll, definitely value added, ma'am. Or if you ask me, hey, I don't want to learn, can I go with this? Definitely you can try. We can still go with this. The reason is maybe these are all okay. A minimum basic things, not these are all advanced logical thinking is required here. Compensation itself, a huge module. Okay, one project, 5 to 10 people will work on compensation. Of course, depends on the customer as well. Similarly, security group itself, security groups itself, the opportunities are there. Okay, business process itself, opportunities are there. Transactions is completely based on administrator. We will do the setup. Administrator will